Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Give him 30 yards there. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Good.
They'll run here. This is Kadeem Carey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. Take this one down to the 36. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
Well, he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their heads before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Looking to throw, and he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
Let's go. 3-19.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the... The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. He'll drop to throw, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll drop to throw, and that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now a handoff here to his running back. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a good quarter. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll look to throw. And some room to work. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons say they have it. They do. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Good for, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kadeem Carey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 42.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, spinning away. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So 2nd and 10 here.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Gun! Back there! All right, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kadeem Carey, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Sterling Moore. And he will be brought down. His time has now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Vic Beasley getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go now. Blue, 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Looks like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. but sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And Gano's kick is right through. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. To throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the...
He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Panthers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Now back to throw. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he is leveled, knocked down hard. So the D-line's going to spread out. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big 30-yard play on third. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their... Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And the Panthers coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build up.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means offensive.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go!
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.